Lie. A false statement made with deliberate intent to deceive. An unintentional truth. A falsehood. Something intended or serving to convey a false impression. Imposture. Yeah. So let's get on to these liars in r/thathappened and r/quit your BS. So this is a screen grab from a Facebook post that says, "On the way to jail, nonviolent protest at Cinemark movie theater." And then the police then replied to it or made their own post saying, "Following the incident, officers located John's public Facebook page. They noted a post had been made at 7:13, which was several minutes prior to officers making contact with him. In the post, he claimed he was on his way to jail. Officers had made contact with John at approximately 7:17. So 4 minutes before they even got there, he was like, "I'm on my way to jail." A second post was made on the morning of 5/16/18 in which John commented, "I went to this Clark County, or the Cinemark movie theater and refused to leave until the demands were met and was arrested for not leaving." So he's lying about going to jail. The amount of people who wish they could have just not been arrested is so high. And he's like, "No, yeah, I got arrested. Like, they arrested me for a nonviolent protest outside of the movie theater." And they're just like, "We weren't even there yet, bro. Like, what's your problem?" So last night I was at this club dancing and being in my zone, and there was this cool couple that kept giving me compliments about my dancing, and at some point the man walks up to me and takes this thing out of his pocket, which at first I thought was his business card. Puts it in my hand, and to my surprise, it was $100 bill. He was like, "Just keep it." And no, I wasn't twerking or anything like that. I'm just the world's best dancer that people pay me to dance. Like, I don't go places because I'm being paid to dance, but when I'm somewhere dancing, people just feel the need to pay me because I'm so good. You heard Dancing with the Stars? It's just based off of me dancing at the club. Everything anyone ever knew, it's because of me. I actually started dance. I am the world's best dancer. Got in trouble once for drinking coffee in class. I said, "Look, I'm really not in the mood for bullshit today. Let me drink my coffee." Her argument? Nobody can drink coffee black. Brought my own mug and everything. Another teacher let me bum off his coffee pot. Pre-Keurig days. And then another Redditor is like, and the whole class stood up and clapped. So a teacher saw you drinking coffee and was just like, "Nope, no coffee in my class. If I'm tired, you're tired." And then proceeded to know that my clear coffee mug was black coffee. And then I was like, "You know what? I can do whatever I want. I'm not in the mood for your bullshit, instructor, the person that is paid to teach me and has their own rules per classroom. No, I don't need this from you." My professor looked at my outfit and said, "I don't think it's that weather yet." And I said, "It's supposed to be 80 degrees today, and it's definitely that weather, and I'm definitely that bitch." The whole class cheered, the professor cried, said she'd give me an A if I never came in again. It's just so funny to make people cry in my stories, because, it makes me look better, but also shows that I like to traumatize people for fun, because to my professor, I said, "I'm that bitch." Yep, of course that happened. Why would you not believe that's not, it happened. Okay, believe me, it happened. Babe, don't get mad. I gotta show you something. I told my dad yesterday I was gonna see you today, and he thought it'd be funny to jump on me, wake me up, and give me a hickey. I was like, "Really? This is huge." My mom said I look like white trash. Alex, that is the most unbelievable lie you could have. You might as well just said the vacuum hose got stuck on your neck when you were cleaning out a retirement home. That is so unbelievable. And if you wanted them to believe it, would you then want them to call CPS? Because you just said your father gave you a hickey. We have other problems if this is a quote-unquote true story. I simply wonder why the cops think that they can catch a bike in the first place. I only stopped once, and the officer actually asked me, "Why didn't you run?" My response was, "Today I just decided to give you a break." We both laughed, and he let me go. True story, by the way. Yeah, because when the cop turned his lights on, the first thing you should do is keep going faster, because you're like, it won't endanger anybody because they definitely can't catch me. And this man was just so flabbergasted that he didn't run. He was just like, "Why didn't you go?" And he's like, "I wanted to give you a break. I'm such a good person. I would just like, you know what? I'm going to abide by the law to give you a break, but then also I don't get in trouble for being pulled over because I made a funny quip. And I said it was a true story, so you can't tell me that it's not real, because I said it was there, and there's no one else to fact check me. I think it was Discount for Beautiful Women Day on the Metro today. I never saw so many on a Metro car at once, so I put my phone in my ear and said loudly, "Hey, no, I don't care what happened, man. You need to understand that there's no such thing as having too many shoes. You need to apologize to her." I got 4 numbers by the end of my 20-minute trip without saying another word. Because women, they only care about shoes, and in heterosexual relationships, arguing about shoes happens all the time, every single day. You just argue about shoes. And these women are just like, he thinks there's no such thing as too many shoes. I have to date. He needs my number. It'll be just a waste of my Prince Charming if he doesn't have my number. Some guy just called my number thinking I was a male sex worker, and he started talking to me about how much he could pay me, so I pulled up gunshot noises on my computer and started screaming. He started panicking and hung up. 911 just called me, and I'm laughing so hard. I told him the situation, and I'm still laughing because no way they're tracing this guy to arrest him for trying to solicit and pay for sex. I had no idea that 911 called you. I thought you called them. So is your argument or your story that the man called what he thought was a male sex worker, realized that this person could be being killed, so he calls 911, then just gives them your number so they can just do a fun little welfare check? And then you're like, no, this is what happened. So now they're tracing his number. Uh-huh. Wow, that seems like a lie. Let me tell you a story. I picked philosophy as a minor this semester, and there are several soon-to-be priests who need to study philosophy before theology. To make it even funnier, it's only me, 5 women, and 40 others that are male priest. On a rainy Thursday, would you look at that coincidence for my made-up story? I got my pagan ass to class, and I noticed some of them gave me weird looks because of my word I definitely can't pronounce, and my in-your-face pagan t-shirt. So they started asking me why I was defying Christians with those accessories in a Catholic university and being probably baptized as a Christian when I was a baby. And I just let them talk, and I heard a lot how I was converting to an unexistent and primitive religion when, I kid you not, a thunder hit the building next to ours and almost got everyone deaf. I got startled, but I tried to keep my cool to scare them off, and I said in my Morgan Freeman sort of voice, "Don't you call my gods false." They literally run away at the sight of me now. So a thunder, the sound, not the lightning, the thunder hit the building next to everybody, and you stood totally cool because you don't get scared. All right, you're essentially you're Thor. Like when his sister said, "What are you the god of again?" This is when you pop up in the movie and you're like, "I'm Thor, son of Odin." Really, dude? Just say you don't believe in Christianity, that you believe in other pagan gods. There's no sense in being like, here's this super cool story about how my gods are real and yours aren't. And also, I'm way cooler than you. Probably has really long hair and wears a lot of chains. Sitting at the train station with my son, age 2, when we see a guy storm away from his girlfriend, leaving her in tears. My son called out, "If Angelina can get over Brad effing Pitt, you can get over the F-boy in your life." Laughter erupted throughout the station. Proud dad. So you're telling me your 2-year-old who wasn't conceived, and you probably weren't even with his mother when Brad and Angelina broke up, that he just knows so much about pop culture that he's like, you can get over it, because I'm 2 and I know all about relationships, and I also know what an F-boy is, and also I just say the F word 24/7 in front of my parents, when in reality I'm 2 and I can't even tie my own shoes, and any word longer than 4 letters confuses me. Lewis. Mummy. Do baby bird eggs come out of mummy bird vaginas? Me. Well, yes, I suppose they do. I don't have a vagina, but some boys can. This is true. You were very clever for a 4-year-old. I ate my boogies. Mummy, did you just try to make it seem like your son is so advanced and knows so much about the world, but then realized, oh, he's too smart for a 4-year-old. I have to rein it back, and he says, "I ate my boogies," and so you're like, no, that's definitely more when you tell a story about age and how smart your kid is. Make sure you also show that they're still a dumb little kid, but they're also smarter than most adults. While walking past a gay couple, one of the females smiled at me and said hello. I smiled and said hello back. Her girlfriend didn't like that. Don't talk to that guy, she said to her girlfriend. Her shirt read boss bitch. Real classy. I asked her, who are you the boss of? She replied with, her, and pointed to her girlfriend. Her girlfriend didn't like that. You're not my boss. They got into an argument. Her girlfriend ended up walking back to me and said, would you like to go hang out sometime? I gladly accepted. Her boss bitch stood there all mad, screaming, yelling, bigot, racist, homophobe. I laughed and called her a heterophobe. Not a thing. What are you, a closet straight? I asked. 30-year-old baby. Me and her ex-girlfriend walked off and got some ice cream. Trends are changing. Be ready. And then every Westboro Baptist church person just stood up and said, that's how you stop the gays. You just proved to them that being gay is an unhealthy relationship. Thank you so much. Dude, really? I'm guessing he's been called these words multiple times, and he's just like, they only call you that because they know you're right or something or whatever that his little feeble mind can do. And he said trends are changing. Be right. Is he implying that, like, every gay person's automatically gonna turn straight? What trend? It's not a trend to be gay. You're just born gay. I don't understand. I don't like him. I'm riled up now. Have a nice day.